Adventure is in my blood. Finding treasures big or small and having fun is what it's all about. With my wife Melissa and our 3 kids, life is pretty full. But there isn't a mountain we can't climb together. This isn't your ordinary antique store. My name is Alex Archbold and this is Curiosity Inc. Morning everyone, it's 5 a.m. in Edmonton and we are off on our way to the airport. Pretty soon we will be in Halifax and in a couple days Prince Edward Island for the very first time. This is our vlog for our family channel. It is the travel adventure tour of the East Coast Canada and it all begins now. So Melissa, Jason, and Abigail got separated from us. They're a few rows up, but Stephen and I thankfully are side by side on the plane. And yeah, I guess we'll get to hang out for a bit as we go out. And we're right over the wing too. He's my wingman. Waiting for the bag. Hey Melissa, remember that one time that our bag came down and it was plastic and broken all over the place?
And when one time our luggage fell apart, remember?
Yeah, that's the thing. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so the first little hiccup in our plan here, the rental car agency that booked us, their system is down. And they said basically tough luck. So we have to go and try and find a new rental car company, even though we booked this one well in advance. We're stranded. At least it's really nice out. It's not raining or snowing or anything. Yeah, but it's a little bit of a hiccup in the old plans here. Well, admittedly, this kind of sucks because we booked well in advance so we get a deal on a car. Now we have to try and find one last minute because they are unwilling to help us out. So not super excited about the service with Ace or Discount right now as they've left us stranded at the airport. Well, success, we were able to get a rental vehicle from budget last minute, and good thing too, when we turned around, half of the people on our flight probably had cars the other place and they were behind us in line. We got one of the last ones. So now to go find the hotel. Well, we stopped for some dinner and I noticed that had we been here a little bit sooner, we could have hit the brunch special where they serve Eggs Benedict with your choice of cocktail, Bloody Mary, Bloody Caesar, or Screwdriver. That's an early morning start to your day. So the last time we were here, we were told that we missed out because we didn't get Cow's ice cream. Look at the lineup, it's the end of the day. Still tons of people here, but this is the day. Kids are gonna get ice cream. Okay, here are the flavor choices. Pretty Canadian ones like the Royal Canadian Mint, Nanaimo Bar, which I don't think you guys see in the States. There's a pretty good mix of stuff. If I was gonna eat one myself, boy, I don't know. I usually go for something chocolatey. I'd probably do the cookie dough, but that's not gonna happen today. Today it's all about the kids and what they want to get. What's yours called, Jason?
Wowie Cowie.
And how is it? Is it cowie? Does it taste like, do they call it that because it has hamburger mixed in with it?
Yeah, it has hoof mixed in. That's why it's called Wowie Cowie.
And they are sitting down enjoying their ice cream. Sailboats going by, people walking along the pier. It's a beautiful day here in Halifax. It's our second time here on the East Coast, and every time I come back, I think, what a way to live. It's beautiful hanging out here by the pier, people out boating and sailing. Just absolutely stunning. If you've never been to the East Coast of Canada, you definitely have to come check it out. Hey Stephen, you look utterly handsome. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Day number 2 here in Halifax. I woke up this morning with the worst backache I've probably had in years. Like, I'm complaining about being an old man here this morning, but hopefully I'll be able to stretch this thing out. We're going to go grab breakfast, right guys? And then at noon we're doing a meetup here in Halifax. So if you're watching this from the Halifax area, Later on, you'll know I woke up feeling great. We're gonna put on a show and lots of jazz hands for the meetup. So we're gonna go eat some breakfast and then go find out where the restaurant is for the meetup. Okay, we made it to the meetup. Of course, somebody brought a guitar, as sometimes happens, and we have a nice little crowd here. We're all hanging out, chatting and visiting. And people from all over the place, even my hometown, Edmonton. We got people from New Brunswick. And you came from New Brunswick, right? I feel bad now. He almost traveled as far as I did.
Actually, to be honest, I wanted an excuse to go on a road trip. So I was like, okay, I want to go somewhere. Then I saw you live beats. I'm like, Halifax.
All right. Well, here we are. We're going to have some fun today. We are now at the Armdale Yacht Club, where we're going to be taken out on the water by a new friend whose name is Trish. She's been kind enough to take us out on the ocean today. We're near what used to be an old prison, which is still there. That brick building behind me there was a prison. And she told me some creepy stories. Oh, they're there. They're waving at us. We're going to go find them. So the old prison that's on site here is a remnant of the War of 1812, which is why there's a lot of American soldiers that are buried here as Canada and the UK fought against the United States of America 1812 to 1814. It's surprising that there's still pieces here, and it's just being used for storage. Scale of 1 to 10, odds that this place is haunted.
7.
Melissa says a 10. You guys, you were inside, you saw what it looked like, right? As a deterrent, the top of that wall is covered in broken glass bottles. Few structures remain, and across from here is an island they call Deadman's Island, where they buried all the prisoners that passed away and perished. Could it be haunted? It's certainly creepy. Let's go check it out. 1805. Okay, I thought mid to late 1800s. Oh yeah. Oh, it definitely has a creepy sort of feeling about it. Inmate number 1.
The pink door.
The pink door.
Maybe they had one cellar.
Look, somebody was trying to get in there.
You wouldn't want to be left in there.
Or out.
This is how they would have handed them their food, probably.
And look how small the door frames are.
They probably would have set their food or their drink or whatever in there, and so the prisoners could reach it from either side.
Here's your food.
Wow. So people just use it for storage now. There's Lucky this is like a horror movie in here. This is terrifying. There's Trish there, who's invited us. Oh, Tish, I'm sorry.
That's okay. Everyone does that.
My bad.
No.
Melissa's decided not to come up. Well, it's less creepy up here than it is downstairs. It's still like, you know, I wouldn't want to be locked in one of these rooms at night. Look, there's a whole downstairs with the kitchen.
No, right there.
And like where the couch is, I guess you'd call it. Here? Yeah, under there's like a shelf.
Looking for life jackets.
Yeah.
Safety first. You guys excited?
Yeah?
Yeah, it should be a one, like a gray or blue one.
Coming out of harbor. Beautiful day. So we're going past what they call Deadman's Island. It's a little hill. They can't develop it because as they started to develop it, they found it's full of American Revolutionary War soldiers that were held here by the British. And as they passed on or were killed, they were buried on that island, and they're still there to this day. So it is a cemetery of sorts. It's where a lot of American soldiers were buried, and it's still sitting there as a monument of that time.
I got the best spot.
The sightseeing is always a little bit different from a boat because you get to see the city as it was meant to be seen hundreds of years ago. There were no cars, there were no trucks or buses or airplanes. When you got to a city, it was by port, and that's how we're seeing it, with a lot of the historic buildings kind of peeking out, and the visuals are just fantastic here on the water.
lot of people that are trying to pirate shipwrecks these days.
And there's lots of shipwrecks around here.
There's a ton of shipwrecks around Nova Scotia, yeah. So I guess they had the government issued the Treasure Trove Act.
Okay.
And it basically allowed for underwater archaeological study of shipwrecks, and they could extract artifacts, but they did away with that now, so there's no real way to extract anything off of a shipwreck, so people are just doing it illegally. And I guess it's like a huge issue, but one of the wrecks we were at today, a lot of people have already been to, so there's a lot of stuff missing that used to be there.
Right. What was the wreck you were trying to find today?
The one we were trying to find today was the SS City of Vienna.
We are passing by the famous Pier 21 where many immigrants came from the UK, all over the world really, to Canada for the first time. This is the pier that they would have docked at. Well, it's time to dock. Just in time too, the weather looks like it might turn on us before long, so the timing was good. A couple things happened on this trip.
They're down there somewhere.
Gravity has worked against me, and somewhere down there went my Ray-Ban sunglasses.
A long net.
A sign that I shouldn't have been wearing them. We've lost the hat. Something happened to my hair. Here in Nova Scotia, the highway is a toll highway. I have to pay $4 to travel on it. It better be pretty entertaining with all kinds of jugglers and stuff all along the way. It'd be worth my $4. And what's happening out the window right now? We have stopped at Bauer's Berries, where Melissa and the kids are paying for what I can only assume are strawberries, judging by the fact there's a giant strawberry there. Who knows, maybe they have other sorts of berries. But it looks like she's bought something. I guess I'll find out soon. I'm guessing strawberries?
Oh my gosh, they are so delicious.
Okay, I gotta try one of those.
No.
No? You're not gonna share?
I'll get you a red one.
They're all red.
No, they're like super red.
I don't want one that's black, that's for sure.
Go.
On this site, this little patch of grass that we've stopped at on the Northumberland Strait, used to lie the French fort, Fort Gaspereau, built in 1751. It was captured by the English and subsequently burnt in 1756. Very little remains, but there are still the headstones and partial cemetery from the fort from nearly 300 years ago. It's amazing that it still is here, but the fort has not remained. Here's a little fixer-upper, sweetie, and it's for sale. You know, if this was in the city though, I think that's pretty cool. I like that second floor Winchester style door, like the mansion, it goes nowhere. You just drop it. At least I've got a little balcony there so you don't fall right out to your death. Cool old place though. I'm a little bit bummed that I lost my sunglasses, but we found a store that sells them. Yeah, I should try some on. There's these, nice and subtle, for that Elton John kind of look. Or the smaller version, kid size. Jason thinks these ones actually match my shirt. Hi guys. Well, I guess that's what you get. You wear a pink Hawaiian shirt, you end up with pink sunglasses too.
Next ones.
Next ones. It's getting better and better. How hungry was the first person who saw one of those crawling around and thought, now that looks like dinner? Huh? You guys want a bite?
No. Where is it?
Ooh, it's crawling right up to my feet. I'm gonna back up. It's low tide right now. As you can see, there's no water here anymore. And I've decided to walk down very close, actually right near the spot where the old fort was in the 1700s, the French fort. And first thing I spot, well, not the first thing, but one of the first things I spot is this old log with some really old looking spikes through it. Let me show you. Now I'm guessing if this thing was from the 1700s, it would be pretty darn waterlogged and probably a lot more ancient looking than this. But there are some pretty old spikes dug through here, and they are squared off. They're round head. It looks like they're hand hammered. It doesn't look like it's forged. It looks like they've actually got irregular hammer marks on it. When I flip the log over, let's see if I can do this here. You see the spike coming through the other side there. She's rusted out pretty good, but that would have been stuck onto something pretty good. It looks like they had maybe 2 spikes, one here, one there, one in the middle, which is gone now, just the holes left, and this other one, which is just about come out. If I had a hammer, I might be able to knock that thing out. Kind of neat. I was able to actually pull this old spike out. Look at the way it's formed at the end there. I mean, surely salt water has done its fair bit of damage there, but interesting old spike. Take that to show the kids.
There's still dead stuff in it. It's just sitting.
Do you know why clams don't like to share?
It's a shellfish.
They're a little shellfish. I've trained you well. We've noticed that this town is home to Atlantic windows, which is probably a good thing because a lot of the buildings in the area seem to be potential customers. So Atlantic windows might be in business for some time as all these old buildings get refixtured. Ooh. That guy's using an eco air meter still on the side of his barn. I should pop in and see if he wants to sell it. There's nobody answering, but that thing's probably been there for like 40, 50 years. It's in fantastic shape and clearly it still works. It's got a hose on it. Oh well, maybe next time. It is our last day now in New Brunswick before we head over to Prince Edward Island. We're about to hit the Confederation Bridge. Well, not hit it. We're not going to drive into it.
Well, that's good.
I'm not planning on it. We're about to drive towards and then over peacefully the Confederation Bridge, which is one of the largest bridges, I think, in North America, or one of the longest.
It's supposed to be the longest bridge over ice water.
How many kilometers long is it? It takes about 10 minutes to drive across it.
Yeah, it's only about 10 miles, I think it's right?
Yeah, and it's $47.75 to cross the toll. Hope they take debit. Yeah, so we're getting really close. And Melissa's super happy because the bridge is way up in the air.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Yeah, that's where we're going.
I've already puked a little in my mouth.
It's gonna be so lit.
Better not move.
Bridge doesn't. That's not how.
It's a 10-minute drive across. Maybe we won't notice. I'm not
gonna
look.
It has to move a little bit or it'll break.
Stop talking.
It'll be swinging back and forth like a carnival ride.
And there's semis on it.
Yeah.
Whee! Carnival. Well, you can't really see anything. This is not a very exciting film that I'm making right now.
We'll just wait. It'll get exciting soon.
It says no cell phones. What if they see me holding the cell phone up?
Yeah, but it's no texting. There's no distracted driving. You're okay if you're holding it. Oh, you can't see over the edge very much.
Oh, I can see enough. Well, it doesn't feel like you're super high. Woo. For anyone curious, all that shaky filming, all me. Yep, sorry. It doesn't look like we're really high up. But we're high up. You can't really see. Let me see if I can. Sorry, I'm not trying to get in here. You can't really see it, but there's like, you can't even see my finger. Hold on, let me find it. There. Goes up even more. That's part of the bridge still.
So weird. The stoplights here are square. I'm not used to seeing that. Pretty strange. Well, we made it to Prince Edward Island, and you know you're at the island because everything is Anne of Green Gables here. I mean, they've got statues. You can even get yourself made up to look like Anne of Green Gables. That's terrifying. We're gonna have a look around the gift shop here and see what we can see. Look at all these people who dress themselves up like Anne. I think Abigail's about to make the first purchase on the island. She found a little stuffed cat. It's flattened out, kind of looks realistic, except the backside. Most cats don't have price tags on them. It's only 10 bucks. So you gonna buy that, honey? Okay. Of course, Anne of Avonlea, Anne of Green Gables, is a very famous, very popular book series, which is available probably pretty much everywhere all around the world. And it originated here in Prince Edward Island. But I don't think Steven's up for dressing up like Anne of Green Gables over there today.
I'm good.
He says he's good. You guys might have seen these at your tourist stops, but you stick a penny, and basically you pay $1. You pay $1 and you put a penny in and it squishes your penny. And we don't have pennies in Canada anymore, so they might be giving out American ones here. All right, you got your penny?
Is that a Canadian or American?
Jason really wanted to try this. Penny goes on the right, loonie goes on the left. Now you have to make sure, wait, before you stick it in, hang on. You gotta make sure it's on the one you want. You want the Anne of Green Gables one? The bridge? The lighthouse? You want the lighthouse one? You have to put it right there.
That's
and
the one it was
stop.
on.
Okay. So now we'll put that in. Here, you can, Jason.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was just 10%.
Okay, give it a try. And now turn the handle, I think.
Only after completing step 1. Deposit 1 loonie and 1 penny.
Turn the handle clockwise 6 to 8 times until your coin slides out below. Okay, you gotta turn the handle until it comes out the bottom. Oh, there it is.
Can I see it?
Show it.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Oh, neat. Wait, you gotta hold it up again. You gotta have a better look at it. Cool, so it's no longer a penny anymore.
I'll give it back.
That is really cool.
Old technology still catches a kid's attention every time. Steven made a purchase which I think we're gonna regret. I know we're gonna regret. Oh no. In the distance you can see Confederation Bridge, big massive structure right over the ocean. Pretty cool, actually. Okay, you guys ready? 1, 2, 3. I'm taking a video. So this is it. This is our place for the next week here. Fantastic vacation rental property. It's set up kind of, you know, Cape Cod, East Coast style, very beautiful. We'll do a little walk around and give the full tour here in just a sec. Nice little kitchen. The reading area.
It's like everything you could possibly need.
This whole place is really nice. Decent.
View of the ocean out the window.
I could easily spend like a month here.
I think Steven's a fan.
I could easily spend 4 years.
You guys have to go upstairs and figure out what room is going to be yours.
Oh.
So Jason, which room did you pick?
I have chosen behind door number 1. There is a queen size bed. There were only 2 and I got this one.
I think this is a double, but it's still a little bit bigger than the other beds.
Yes. Now it's huge. And over here, there is a light switch and a fan.
And it came with decorations, ships.
Dog, phone, no, that's mine. Sunglasses.
This is my room. Well, I mean, I jokingly said I was gonna choose the bathroom as my room, and while I said that, everybody else picked their room. So, I mean, I still get a fairly big room. I'm happy with this. I've got 2 beds.
You have a view of the ocean.
Yeah, no. Oh yeah, I do.
The other kids don't have a view of the ocean.
One for me, one for Mr. Chicken.
Mr. Chicken got his own bed. Wonder what he has to say about that. Melissa is most impressed because it's fully equipped with... Okay, what's in there? Open up the door.
This is basically just a house.
And a brush.
But look,
all the
there's
stuff
like
a person can need.
scrubs,
This is awesome.
toothbrushes just in case you actually forgot yours.
Dude, this is what impresses Melissa the most.
Another toothpaste.
Sure, I appreciate it.
Hi, I picked this one
Why'd you pick this one?
because it has a bed in it.
It looks like it's set up for a girl maybe. It has a little Anna Green Gables doll in it. It's very nice.
It has the Anna Green Gables book.
Maybe you'll read one while you're here.
Yeah.
You like
I
it?
found this in the drawer.
Look what my room came with.
A tiny little painting. Cool.
Yeah, look what I found in my drawer.
Oh, fancy sunglasses.
Oh, they don't work.
Hey, Melissa. Yeah. What'd you find?
Oh, just you wait, I found a hat.
Oh, well, didn't you bring a hat? Oh, that one looks... Oh, I see. You have found the traditional Anna Green Gables hat.
Can you see it?
Oh, yeah, I can see it. It's weird that your hair's gone two-tone all of a sudden.
Can you see my other hair?
Yeah. I think you should wear that out today. I think that should be your new look. Steven. Steven. Abigail. What's your brother doing upstairs? Steven. Why did we let him buy a rubber chicken? Why did we let him buy a rubber chicken, Abigail? I can see you up there.
This was your doing, not mine.
Mine. I did nothing. That won't get annoying at all.
I stopped it, didn't I? Just for now. I'm waiting for 2 a.m.
Getting a picture? What the? Steven? Steven? What do you have in your hand? Is it a rubber chicken?
Yes.
Why? Why? First thing in the morning. Today we are checking out the Anne of Green Gables heritage site. It's the home that inspired the book series. We're gonna go to the ocean, to Cavendish Beach, but right now we've spotted the sign for Cavendish Boardwalk, so we're gonna get out and go check this place out too. Looks pretty fun. This just looks like your mom's shed. This is like taking a gun to everything that's in Grandma Marlene's shed right now. Even everything. Well, maybe not the fox. But it wouldn't surprise me if your mom had that in her shed too. Next time we're at the farm, do not go and just shoot stuff inside Grandma's shed.
Okay.
The boardwalk was fun, but it was just a place to stop and eat and get some snacks. We decided to stop now at the Green Gables Heritage Site. Funny, I don't remember in the books there being a big visitor center and parking lot, but I guess, you know, never seen it in person before. We're gonna go on site and have a look around and see where the house is that inspired the book series. And here we are at the actual home that inspired the series. Anne was an orphan in the book series, 11 years old, adopted mistakenly by a brother and sister who owned this little farmhouse. They were looking for a boy to adopt, to work on their farm, and instead they were sent a girl. And the book series follows her, basically trying to make her way through life, being a, sort of an unwanted addition to the family and having to work extra hard. But very interesting book if you've not read it before. For those of you that have, I'm sure if you've never been here before, it's probably kind of exciting to see. And here we are going to go through the house. It's actually a pretty little place. This took place in the 19th century, so mid to late 1800s. Nice floral wallpaper throughout. And it's a busy spot. There's lots of tourists looking through here. You can see they've spent some time and put attention to detail in making it look Victorian. Everything's very floral, very patterned. I'm gonna go ahead. Hey, they've got a concertina.
In Iowa, so he could afford a stove like this. The way it works is that you put the wood down in the bottom here. Originally it was designed for coal, but we don't have coal as a primary resource here in the island, so we use little wood slivers. The smoke would then travel up to this top chamber here. That is set up as a smoker now for like your meats or cheeses, things like that. But they did use it as an oven as well. They insert a metal or ceramic liner into that top area there. Then that would divert smoke up and away from what they're baking, but kept the heat centered, so breads or pies or anything like that could cook all the way through without getting a smoky taste in there.
Very cool. The kitchen cupboards are almost identical to the ones that Josh and I built at our farmhouse, and I can see they had the same problem. The roof is on a bit of an angle, so they would have had to compensate. Interesting. I presume that would have been her little room there. The sewing room. Fixing one of Anne's little dresses right there. Like they painted their floors red in this room. People thought I was crazy to paint them brown at the Potter's house. Hey Jason, do you think when clowns die, their kids have big shoes to fill?
Yep.
Melissa's over there taking a picture for another family. Steven's hiding around the corner because he doesn't want to get his picture taken. Okay, Melissa, going up. Because there's an Anne of Green Gables impersonator here and he doesn't want, he's too cool.
I'm not.
Melissa's not.
I'm not.
Keychains, erasers. They have Anne of Green Gables everything, but you know one thing I haven't seen, Melissa?
What's that?
Spam of Green Gables.
Wow.
Marketing opportunity. Hey guys. Hey Jason. Look out the window. It's like a giant transformer out the window.
There's like a toothpick bear over there too.
It's just the pot.
We need to go there.
Okay, well we gotta check this out. It's the Ripley's Believe It or Not Auditorium here on PEI. Look at the giant bear made out of nails. And you know, for good measure, a massive transformer. I think the kids are pretty interested to see what's going on. I'll admit, I am too. That is pretty creative. Although I see some good usable car parts in there. Some hubcaps.
It's Steven's turn. Why didn't you put it in the garbage? No, thank you. No.
But truly, if you were standing underneath the giant transformer, you'd be a little bit more nervous than that. Like, all you'd be able to do is bite his toenails or something. Yeah, he's got toenails. That bear has lots of nails, because it's made of nails. You guys want to go in? Whoa, this driftwood horse is really cool. That's super neat. I actually like that quite a bit. Are you posing for a picture, Abigail?
Yes.
This guy, that's pretty creative. Hey Jason, he's made up of like touristy type things, like
Look, there's a donkey.
parts Pennsylvania license plate topper, an ice scraper. It's all stuff you'd get as a tourist. So he's a tourist made from tourist items. His feet, that one looks like it's made from an iron. It's got a Fisher-Price little person for a big toe. See that? He's got little cars, Tootsie Toys. That's funny, that's probably a Tootsie Toy brand. Chicklet, this would have been a store display. These flattened out. Part of a helmet. What else do you see, Jason?
Well, there's a phone thing, like that twists.
Oh yeah, rotary phone dial. But I don't think we should touch him. We should just look. Oh look, there's Han Solo in his Hoth outfit, who's just strapped around his neck. That Pennsylvania license plate topper is from 1946. That would have been probably a fairly collectible piece before it was stuck on there. All in the name of art.
I think it's more collectible now.
Oh, probably, yeah. Oh, look, there's a camera on the back, a fire alarm pole.
Yeah, it's obvious.
But don't pull on it, though.
It screws.
Neato mosquito. What does it cost for entry? 57 bucks, believe it or not. Yeah, the whole python is made of welded washers, other than the face itself. Car parts robot. So far, it's a lot of over-the-top crazy folk art. Hey, Abigail, how would you like this?
I would not like that at all.
Why would you not like it?
First of all, there's a spider on it. Second of all, it's made of spider web.
That is only a couple of reasons why a little girl might not want a spider web dress.
Horrifying. You don't know what's inside of it.
63 hours.
Okay, so when you look over, it looks like there's a lady with a towel. And when you keep walking, she disappears. Ooh. There she is. And I'm guessing if we looked around the corner, we'd see a mirror, but it's pretty strategically placed. Okay, so Melissa, how did they make this painting?
It says that they used a technique where they just painted an actual dead fish and then used it like a stamp.
So they just smushed the fish right there. Look, there's his little fish lips. He was going, no!
Wow.
Two-headed cow, two-bodied lamb, and a drunken fox. Okay, so they have brought the African fertility statues here. If you touch it, apparently you'll have no trouble having children. I've got 3 already. Stay away, stay far away. It says this guy got impaled by an auger, went through, missed all his vital organs. He got injured on a Friday, went back to work on a Monday. I don't know. I feel like that would have at least given you another couple days off or so. Thought we'd do a little sorting at the world's largest light bright. And I was working on this. I tried to make a little heart. Do you see there's the arrow going through the heart? Except I need another yellow one right there. So it looks like it's going right through. There, so it looks like the arrow is going in and out of the heart. We didn't have enough of these. Oh, we can fill in some of the pink over here. After doing a little bit of research, I found what's supposed to be one of the locals' favorite spots, favorite beaches that not many people know about. So we're gonna go and check it out. It's called Thunder Cove. So we're gonna go to Thunder Cove Beach. It's not very well marked, but I do see there's lots of other cars here. we found a place for Abigail. It's called Island Chocolates. Mind you, their sign is missing the I, so now it's slammed. I said it's a pirate shop because it's got no I. Ha ha ha. Steven, these floors are like me. They're old and irregular. Hey, what do you see?
It's your sign.
Ooh,
it's
a
the
motorcycle.
On your sign, they've made chocolate for
That looks delicious. Look at the selection. And there they are in the back, making chocolates. I was gonna go in and then I changed my mind, but I think I might still go in later. I don't know, maybe I won't. Can't decide. So the family and I have stopped at 20th Century Decor in downtown Charlottetown, PEI. All sorts of wonderful, amazing things, mid-century decor. There's my kids hanging around, all kinds of neat stuff. But I've managed to find a few treasures, and let me show you what I got. Right off the bat, notice a few really interesting things. These are probably, we suspect might have been on the wall for holding your curtains back, but with the general store we're putting together, that'd be a nice piece just to have for a display. There's an antique, well, an older Johnson & Johnson poison bottle, and a nice period hanger. But what I was really happy about is he had an unused pair of Ray-Ban that are exactly like the ones that fell off in the ocean about 2 days ago. So I have found myself a replacement for my lost glasses. I'm pretty happy about this. Well, it's our last night at the cottage. It's been a beautiful time here. It's a little overcast today and kind of starting to rain, so the timing couldn't be better. We have been going through the house like crime scene investigators, trying to put it back exactly the way we found it. We spent the day doing laundry, getting the sheets pressed, getting the beds made. So with any luck tomorrow when we leave, everything will be perfect and ready to go. Melissa is going through and doing dishes and cleaning. Hopefully they'll not even notice that we were here, and it will be in the same kind of shape it was in when we got it. The other thing is that the owner's husband, James, is a musician. I noticed he's got an acoustic guitar upstairs and an amplifier. So I did a little picking when I was in Halifax, if you recall, and got a wonderful 1960s 12-string guitar. And I think it's only right that we leave it here as a thank you to them for helping us out with this lovely cottage for the past week. It's just been absolutely stunning, and we can't thank them enough. Hopefully this little guitar will be a sign of our appreciation to them, and we're gonna leave it in hopefully tip-top shape. And with that, we say goodbye to the lovely little cottage by the sea. We've got everything pretty well back in place the way it was when we got here. The house looks fantastic again, even after having 5 people in it for a week. And really can't thank the folks enough for letting us stay. Now it's time to start heading back to Halifax, where we're gonna spend a couple more days, our last 2 days here on the East Coast before we head back home. Gotta make sure the kids are all in the car. Don't wanna leave one behind. No Home Alone incidents this time. It's gonna be sad to see it go. It was a beautiful trip that the kids are up to.
Hi.
Steven, did you bring a rubber chicken with you?
Yeah, it turns into a musical instrument.
You ripped its little neck off?
No, it comes off. See,
that's so disturbing.
It's got a ridge.
It's so disturbing. He killed it. Oh no. Oh, say goodbye to our little Santa Fe. It's been a pretty good car. And now we take our new bags full of stuff and go to the airport. We're here on time. I was a little bit worried I'd be late, but we made it. So let's go inside. We had an amazing adventure on the East Coast. So beautiful and so rich with history. We had a lot of fun. We had a lot of great moments. We got to see the beaches, and it is outstanding. If you're ever out here, you have to check it out. It's just simply stunning. Thanks so much for watching today's episode. Tune in for more, and bye for now.